Hey everybody, this is TJR. This morning, my partner got up, went to a local takeout place and got some breakfast, brought it home, and the two of us sat in our living room and we watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. Now, there appears to be some confusion as to what this presentation is, and quite frankly, I'm surprised that there is any confusion about it. I think it would be obvious, but because I found this out, I'm just going to elaborate on this a little bit. This is not a motion picture of the Broadway stage play. This is not a Disney staging of the Broadway stage play, Hamilton. This is the original Broadway stage play performed in 2016 with the original cast, with most of it in front of a live audience, and I'll maybe talk about that in just a moment. But long and short, this is the closest you can get to being at a performance of this play without actually being there. Apparently, they shot 2 performances in front of a live audience, and then they shot some performances as well without an audience. Back when they filmed this in 2016, there was no way they could even know that Disney would have a streaming service, but they saw the commercial potential in filming it, so they did, and of course, Disney bought the licensing rights to be able to show it on their streaming service. Now, I first became aware of Hamilton when my godson recommended the soundtrack to me. And at this point in time, the show was just beginning to start to build up some steam. And when he told me about it, he said, basically it is a hip-hop musical about the life of Alexander Hamilton, to which I was skeptical, but I was like, okay, this should be interesting. Let's hear this. And I heard it, and the soundtrack just blew me away. This is an impressive achievement of music, and I reviewed it on the Music Worth Buying show back in the day. Now, I never got to see the stage play, and I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who gets many opportunities to see, these big, Broadway-style productions. And I figured I probably would have to wait until they made a motion picture version of it. So this makes me especially grateful that I get to see this filmed version of the stage play versus seeing a motion picture version. So what did I think of this? Outstanding. That's what I thought about this. This show is amazing. And I think it's especially amazing in light of the fact that we currently live in a time where so much of what we see is based on something else. This is especially holds true with, the theatrical stage, where so often, in order to score a hit, you have to remake something that everybody knows. So you've got theatrical musical productions of famous movies from the 80s, or productions that are based on popular songs from the 80s, or popular musical artists such as Mamma Mia, based on the songs of ABBA, that sort of thing. Hamilton, however, is a wholly unique, original piece of work. And I describe it as meticulously brilliant. There is so much going on with every note of music, with every single line of lyric. And I saw an interview where the creator of Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda, said he spent 6 years writing this. This was not written to make a buck so much. I'm sure he wanted to make a buck, but it was written more because he just had a passion for it. And as I've watched interviews with some of the cast members after watching this presentation, you can hear that with them as well, that they just, when they first came in contact with this show, as they were just trying to get it off the ground, nobody knew it was going to be this big thing, but everybody involved was just like, this is unlike anything I've ever seen or heard before. And I heard countless cast members say that in interviews. I'd never heard of anything like this. I'd never heard this before, and I just had to be part of this. And it shows when you watch this. And it shows in every performance on stage, every note sung. And it gratifies me to see something this original become this successful. In spite of that, though, the Broadway stage is not something that a lot of people in this country have access to, which is why I'm really pleased that now this is on a streaming service that a huge amount of the American population is subscribed to right now. a service that only costs less than $10 a month to get, which is going to make this available now to an audience tremendously larger than it ever had before. Honestly, I think there is kind of a possibility now, especially with a pandemic going on, that streaming services could bring these types of Broadway shows, these types of performances to a much, much wider audience. And I see that as only a positive thing. Now, just in case you're watching this video and you are not aware of what Hamilton is the very successful Broadway musical based on the life of American founding father Alexander Hamilton. It is inspired by the autobiography of Alexander Hamilton written by Ron Chernow. The show's music combines traditional Broadway musical scores with soul, R&B, but predominantly hip-hop. And you know, I get a lot of people, especially in my age range, who try to tell me, well, hey, you know, I just don't think that rap and hip-hop, I just don't think that's music. I don't think it qualifies as music. And anytime anybody says that to me, I just always say, yeah, go listen to Hamilton, go listen to the soundtrack, and then try to tell me that rap and hip-hop is not music, because this soundtrack will change your mind. To sum up, this is one of the most unique and original pieces of work I've ever seen or heard in any medium. This show is uniquely original and it's uniquely American. If you're a Disney Plus subscriber, it's a no-brainer. If you're not a Disney Plus subscriber, trust me, it's worth subscribing for at least 1 month so that you can watch it. Besides, there's a ton of other stuff on Disney Plus, a lot more than just The Mandalorian. Anyways, let me know what you think. Have you watched this yet? Are you planning on it? Let me know your thoughts. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what I'm doing, be sure to click a like, click subscribe, and smash that bell notification icon so you can know when I release new videos. If you want to show that extra bit of support, please go to my Patreon page. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.